Yo.
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ MV.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. What's happening? It's Monday.
It's Columbus Day.
I know. I forgot it was a holiday.
Well, it's kind of a holiday.
It ain't
No,
no
I
holiday.
mean, if alternate side of street parking regulations are suspended, it's a holiday.
If we not off work, it's not a holiday. No.
Well, there's a lot of people off work. The post offices are closed today, except for express mail. I think the garbage men are off today.
I think the banks are closed.
I think the banks are closed.
I don't know. I just remember seeing a sign when I was walking into my bank one day, but I don't know if it said closed or not. I just know it said something about Columbus.
I think some of the banks are closed as well. Some public schools are closed. Not all public schools, so definitely check, but some public schools are closed.
The weed man's still working, though, so if you need a little something, you know what I'm saying, some sour diesel kush, he'll still be on call.
He's definitely working. Now, how was everybody's weekend?
My weekend was great. I was in Virginia over the weekend. First, I was in Norfolk, and then I was in Richmond.
Okay.
So, working. Shout out to everybody out there. I had a good time.
Okay, all right. My son had a football game. He played the best team out in Jersey, and they won. Played corner, played terrifically, so shout out to my son. My daughter had a basketball tournament. She did pretty good. And you know what I did Sunday? I watched so much TV. I sat on my ass all day long and watched TV. I seen a new show called Hostages. Y'all seen that show yet?
Nope.
That show's dope. I seen Person of Interest. Y'all see that?
Nope. I don't really have time to watch TV. I be working.
Criminal Minds. I caught up on Homeland. I caught up on everything I needed to catch up on. So it was a big TV weekend. What about you, Charlamagne?
I was in Peterson, New Jersey this weekend, and I was in Hamden, Connecticut. Salute to everybody in Hamden.
Hamden or Camden?
Hamden,
okay,
Connecticut.
I thought you said Camden, New Jersey.
Rockaway is so big in Hamden. Rockaway is popping in Hamden. Let me tell you something. I seen a Rockaway motorcycle jacket.
Shut up.
I'm telling you.
You lie.
When I tell you Rockaway is popping, I said, yo, Hope still making money out here in Hamden.
Tell me anything.
I'm telling you, Rockaway is popping. Rockaway and iPhone 5Cs, pink iPhone 5C, was all through the hoods of Hamden.
All right, well, let's get the show cracking. We got front page news coming up. Yeah, what we talking about?
I will give you an update on the government shutdown because it actually has been 14 days today, and we're having all kinds of issues. Also, we are definitely discussing Adrian Peterson, what happened with his young son that was killed over the weekend.
All right, we'll explain who Adrian Peterson is and all that when we come back. Don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Come on, here's Kim Michelle. Everybody, it's DJ MB, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get into front page news. Let's start off with sports. Now, Jets lost to the Steelers 19-6. Cardinals lost at 49ers 32-20. And Cowboys beat the Redskins 31-16.
Cowboys beat the Redskins 31-16. We're not 3-3 in our division. Meanwhile, the New York Giants are still 0-6.
Giants didn't play Sunday, so that's a good
I don't
thing.
care. You're still 0-6.
Now, the government shutdown update. What's been going on? It's 2 weeks now, Yee.
Yeah, it's no deal in sight at all, and the government shutdown did enter its 14th day today. And right now they're saying we are bumping up against our projected borrowing limit in the United States. We could have devastating effects on the economy and affects everybody else too in the world. So they do feel like they're hopeful that there's going to be something happening soon with the Republicans and the Democrats finally coming to some kind of agreement. They said they hope that sensibilities of these people can prevail because it's not just a shutdown and all of the damage that is caused, but if we default on our debt, it will have a dramatic impact on the savings account and the retirement account of average Americans.
Now, everybody thought it was going to get real Saturday because it was a computer glitch that shut down the EBT systems nationwide. And everybody thought it was because of the federal government shutdown. The EBT wasn't working. It was about to get real in the field if that was going to happen.
But they're saying things are back opening. They're saying they're opening in some parks. I know the Statue of Liberty
is open.
So there's some things that are opening, which is a good thing.
Well, listen, our intern's still not getting paid at the airport.
Damn it, man. Now, Adrian Peterson, what happened with him?
Well, Adrian Peterson, now this is a terrible story. He plays for the Minnesota Vikings, and he just found out that he was the father of a 2-year-old boy in South Dakota. He met him for the first time on Thursday while the young boy was on life support. They're saying roughly 2 to 3 months ago, the mother of the child had a paternity test done with an ex that she thought was the father of the child, trying to get child support. Turns out it wasn't him. So she went to Adrian Peterson, who she had a sexual encounter with several years ago. It turned out that he is the father. When he first was informed about the matter, Adrian Peterson didn't question any possibilities about him being a dad. He asked, how could he help? He was actually planning to go out and meet the child for the first time. He was supposed to go out there later this month, but when he found out about his 2-year-old son getting attacked and murdered, he dropped everything and went over to meet him as soon as he could. Now they're saying that Adrian Peterson did push for that child's organs to be donated, and they did arrest the suspect, Joey Patterson, who was the mother's boyfriend. Now, they don't have all the details, but they do know that 27-year-old Joseph Peterson did beat the child severely, and he is going to be charged with murder, most likely. He has been already charged with assault and battery of an infant.
I thought it came out, somebody said that it really wasn't his kid, or somebody else came out and said he was the dad or something.
Nah, they said it was his kid, but he just found out that it was his kid.
He just found out about it.
And the picture that everybody was posting wasn't really his kid.
He has a son,
That was
but
his
that's not the son that's been murdered.
Yeah.
He has another child, and it's a different child. He did play, by the way, yesterday. He was playing against the Carolina Panthers.
The picture they've been showing online is actually his son, Adrian Peterson Jr.
Right, it's a different son. He just found out about the child, and he only met him while he was on life support.
Where did Adrian Peterson meet a chick from South Dakota from?
Probably on the road.
Like,
Maybe at a game or something.
Yeah, there's no team, no football teams in South Dakota. Like, who randomly hangs out in South Dakota to be able to bang a chick?
Well, I don't know, but I just know it's an awful story.
People in South Dakota could travel, Charlamagne.
Imagine beating a innocent 2-year-old child to death. I don't even understand how something like that happens. And they did
crazy.
say that the suspect does have a past history of domestic violence.
Yeah, my brain can't even process that.
It's
Like,
such a sad story.
I don't even want to know the details of that.
All right, well, that's front page news. Now, tell them why you're mad. If you're upset and you need to vent, 800-585-1051. This is where we open up the phone lines, and you can call and vent whatever you want to talk about. If you're pissed off over the weekend, you don't feel like going to work, it's Columbus Day, and everybody got to get to sleep but you, 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, call us right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Get enough of The Breakfast Club? Check out this rewind.
Well, there was an incident where these bikers were on the West Side Highway in New York City, and a driver of an SUV was driving on the highway. One of the bikers got in front of the SUV, slowed down to try to make the driver slow down so the rest of the bikes could pass. He ended up hitting the biker. The biker broke his leg, and then they surrounded his vehicle, at which point he did run over 3 or 4 more people, more of the bikers.
And you know who else?
One of them is allegedly in a coma, could be paralyzed according to his family. And that's when the bikers actually dragged him out of the car and beat him up.
And you know who the bikers should be mad at? The one of y'all bikers that recorded it and posted it to
they should
YouTube.
definitely be
You don't post criminal acts to YouTube, dog.
Well, you know what? Well, you know, the sad thing with bikers is most of bikers feel like people don't respect them on the road. Like I've had a bike for years, and I gave it up about maybe 6 years ago when I got hit on the road and sliding down the highway. And people don't respect bikers. They usually don't look out for them. And you know, when you get hit, it's not like a car accident where you fix your fender. You're sliding down the highway.
And let's be clear, bikers don't respect the road too. Like somebody just said on Twitter, they said when
Some bikers.
Monica Hernandez, she says sometimes when bikers get together, they have that mob mentality and think they own the road and try to intimidate other drivers.
Some bikers. All right, well, let's go to the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We have Jay on the line. Now, Jay, who's more at fault, the biker or the driver?
First off, anybody from behind is at fault.
I don't believe that. Not in this situation.
That's the truth. Like, I was there. He was speeding.
If you were there, explain what happened. Because you're a first eyewitness. Explain what happened.
He was speeding with a whole bunch of bikers around him. He's trying to do what we're doing because we're going fast. We're on bikes. You can do that.
All of y'all are going over the speed limit, okay?
The guy got in front of him to slow him down so that he could stop speeding because we're all just going around.
All right, and the Range Rover hit the guy.
Yeah, he hit him right in the back.
And the guy,
everybody stopped. Like, yo, you just hit this dude. Like, what are you gonna do about that?
did the guy fall off the bike, or he was still on the bike? Goo?
Nah, he was still on the bike. He was perfectly fine. Panicked and ran over.
He got scared because I know some of y'all was talking to him. Don't lie.
It don't matter whether.
Oh my God!
So
nobody laid hands on him. The second time they stopped him, the guy that dashed his window in was the dude that he ran off the bike the second time.
Listen, man, I can't. You know why it's hard to talk to you? Because you're a biker and you're biased.
It don't matter. I got my license first. I drive a car most of the time. I'm a trucker.
I mean, you just tell him what happened. I appreciate you calling, man. And be careful out there on them bikes, all right, bro?
Hey, yo, this is DMX. You know what makes me mad? When ask for the truth, but can't handle the truth. All right? Now tell them why you mad on The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is Mr. Harlem. I'm trying to get at Charlamagne for that light skin.
What's up, beige boy?
Oh, man, here you go, man. I already know what it is, man. You need to speak to the Vibes Cartel or something, man. Get your skin lightened. That's what it really is. You think we want to be light-skinned.
Shut your waffle-colored ass up.
You ain't never lied.
You look like the complexion of pancake batter.
It's all right, man. You can be light-skinned one day.
Hey, you the complexion of dirty urine, dog.
All right, ladies.
He
cut it
definitely
out.
wants to be light.
Like I ate too much asparagus. That's the color. Now you the color of my pee.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Shay.
Shay, tell him why you mad.
I'm mad because every time on a Sunday and a Monday morning y'all come on, you don't never talk about how New England win. We won last night and beat the hell out the Saints.
You know why? Because ain't nobody in here no New England fan.
Nope.
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Envy's a New York Giant fan. We don't give a damn about the
suck.
Patriots.
The Cowboys suck.
Nope.
You better say something about New England on the radio.
All right? We don't give a damn about New England. How about that?
Have a good morning, mama. Hello, who's this?
Keishana.
Keishana, tell them why you mad, mama.
I'm mad about this government thing that's going on.
Explain, talk to me. Why are you so mad?
The government shut down.
Yeah, because of the situation. Like, I keep hearing odds and ends about they were stopping food stamps, stopping unemployment, and people's Social Security. Like, all these people have worked all their lives, and you're going to stop them of their Social Security income benefits.
So how does this affect you?
How does it affect me? Because I have an elderly mother that's 74 years old, and she's retired.
Right.
So I'm taking care of my mother because that's what I'm supposed to do. But when it comes, my mom has been working since the age of 13. Now you're going to stop something that she worked for and saved, and now she can't receive it because y'all planning on stopping all this stuff.
Was she not getting her Social Security check no more?
No.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm sorry for you, mama.
Oh, well, you're a good daughter for taking care of her.
Yeah, have a better day.
Go out there and sell some coochie and be a real good dog.
Stop it. Tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. If you're upset and you need to vent, call us right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hey, yo, this is DMX. And you know what makes me mad? When ask for the truth, but can't handle the truth. All right? Now tell them why you mad on the Breakfast Club. Bitches.
Denise, tell them why you're mad.
I'm mad this morning because I just found out that my husband have a second cell phone.
Oh, how'd you find out?
He left his cell phone on the nightstand, the first one that I know about. But then he went in the bathroom on that cell phone in there.
I hope it's the new iPhone that you can only open with your fingerprint.
I don't know. I know I heard it talking back to his ass.
Oh, boy. Did you confront him yet?
Yeah, I just came out and asked him. He's talking about I was dreaming. You must have been dreaming.
He said you was dreaming? That's awful.
Well, maybe you were dreaming, mama.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, maybe you was drinking. You sound like you a whiskey drinker. You had too much whiskey.
No.
You might have been drunk.
Well, have a good morning, mama. Good luck.
Okay.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Sharika Ware from Dakota.
Sharika from Dakota?
Yeah, from Georgia.
Oh, from
She
Georgia.
said Georgia. Ain't I tell you nobody in Dakota? I don't know where Adrian Peterson.
Tell them why you mad, mama.
Man, I'm not mad at all. Today is final day. I got a 3.8. I'm on the radio listening to you guys. It's a good day.
All
There
right,
you
we
go.
appreciate it, mama.
Yeah, thanks.
Have a great day. Hello, who's this?
Crystal.
Crystal, tell them why you mad.
I'm mad because every time I drive to work in the morning or at night, every day I see women with their children. These women are all dressed up in sweaters, sweatpants, warm. Their
Talk about
children are walking around in T-shirts and shorts.
You definitely talking about the suburbs, then.
Yes.
Yep, I see it all day long. Shorts and tank tops, and it'd be like 50 degrees right at the bus stop, right?
Yes.
Like
Like
kids
Emmy's
are
kid,
immune.
like
Like,
Emmy's
Definitely
kids.
not my kids. My kids get cold. My kids, if I'm wearing a sweatshirt, they got a hoodie on.
kids are immune to colds.
My kid is definitely suited up head to toe, like 10 pairs of socks on. I'm so sick and tired of seeing it. All these kids are always sick, and I'm so sick and tired of seeing it. I had to say something.
Well, thank you for your call, mama.
Congratulations for venting.
Thanks.
Tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, you can call us anytime. Angela Yee.
Yes, DJ Envy.
We have rumors coming up.
Yes, and guess who officially got married over the weekend in Miami? They already have a child together, but they did have a huge wedding out in Miami over the weekend.
All right, we find out next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Rumors up next. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get into the rumors. Let's find out who got married over the weekend.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
So congratulations to Pharrell. He is officially married. His new wife is Helen. They have a 4-year-old son together named Rocket. Now, he did get married in Miami over the weekend, Saturday, and they said Usher and Busta Rhymes were there. They did a little mini concert at the wedding. They also said there was a Star Trek-themed wedding party hosted by the two of them. They actually had it at a botanical garden, and they had telescopes there so guests could view the stars in the sky. They had party workers dressed in Star Trek and astronaut outfits, and so on and so forth. So congratulations.
Tell them
to
what
them.
Pharrell wore. Did you see what he wore?
Yeah, the two of them had on... What?
He had a red plaid tuxedo on, and she had a blue plaid gown.
What was that theme?
I wouldn't expect nothing
I
less
have
from
no
Pharrell.
idea.
Shout out to Pharrell. That sounds about right. Cash it in at 40. But what did Busta Rhymes perform at a wedding? That's what I want to know. I
Put your
need to
hands
know
on
that
my eyes,
immediately.
see.
Oh, woo-ha! Got you all in check.
Oh, he has that twerk song, right?
Nah, they didn't do that one.
I really need to know what Busta performed at the wedding. Somebody please let us know that information.
All right, Rihanna has managed to get a restraining order against a man who's been breaking into her home, or at least approaching her house. Jonathan Whooper is his name. He actually threw a chair through her glass door at her home on September 29th.
Nothing gonna keep him from that vagina.
That's right. They said he was actually trying to get in the house, but there was an alarm, so he got upset and he decided to just throw that through the glass door and leave. And then he tried to show up again a week later. They asked him why he was there. Security showed up, and he said he was there to see Rihanna. They told him to leave, and he said, "Do you know who I am? I am Rihanna's future husband."
Jesus Christ.
They did end up arresting him a few miles away for prowling and felony attempted burglary. She did manage to get a temporary restraining order. He has to stay at least 100 yards away, and then there is going to be a more permanent order probably later on when they go back to court later this month.
You know how many times he's probably masturbated to Rihanna pictures and stuff?
Not more than you. All right, and Jennifer Lopez is allegedly about to be a single woman yet again. Now, rumor has it that she is breaking up with Casper Smart. They actually haven't been photographed together in 3 weeks. And allegedly, she's broken up with him a few times. She's having a hard time because she's realizing that he's just not going to be here for everything. And, you know, women, sometimes you do that. You date a guy and you know it's not going to last forever, but she's having a good time. Only problem that she's having is that he's very close with her kids, with her twins, and they have a very close relationship. So she's trying to think of how she's going to explain it to them. They love him, and she's probably going to have to at least stay friends with him so that it doesn't affect them.
But that's her fault. She should have never had that young boy around them kids like that, man. You don't let somebody get around your kids unless you know you're going to be with them for a long time.
Well, the thing is that he also works for her. You know, he was her choreographer, so he probably knew them.
And they've been
already.
dating a long time, at least, what, 4 years, 3-4 years?
Yeah, so she travels with him a lot, and then sometimes the kids are there.
He babysits.
Well, shout out to J-Lo. She's vintage vagina. You know, she's on my list of women I want to suck a fart out their butt.
You would definitely read to her kids.
Absolutely.
Charlamagne reads to kids.
He definitely reads to the kids.
I've read the less.
This guy's
If you have a
crazy.
child and you date Charlamagne, he would definitely
Definitely.
put your child in his lap and read a book.
J-Lo, I'll write a nursery rhyme for J-Lo's kids.
And
the
that
original
is
story.
your rumor report. I'm Angela Yee.
Remember when J-Lo came up here and I sniffed the seat when she got up?
I remember.
And then later, shortly after that, she decided to settle down with someone.
Yeah.
I can't take this single life.
All right. Well, when we come back next hour, we have the decision. That's where we either help somebody's relationship or we ruin it. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Here's Chris Brown. It's Fine China. That's Mario, Nicki Minaj. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Back to the work week. It's Columbus Day. I don't know what that really means. I just know that the post
That don't mean
offices are
nothing
closed.
to me.
I think the garbage men are not picking up garbage today, recyclables.
And you can park anywhere on the street. You don't have to worry about alternate side parking.
The only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace. No, I'm just saying that because Jay-Z said
I
that.
know there's other Christophers.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I have no idea.
Well, let's talk about the government shutdown. What's going on with the shutdown? I see they opened up the Statue of Liberty, so you can go see
No,
that.
but there's still no deal in sight. You know, it's a partial government shutdown. It's been 2 weeks. And in 3 days from now, on the 17th, the U.S. government is going to bump up against its projected borrowing limit. So that's going to be devastating to see if we can actually have any money to, you know, we've borrowed all this money.
Right.
It's affecting the economy worldwide. It's not just us. It affects everybody that we do business with.
And it was a scare this weekend, too. It was like some computer glitch that caused people not to be able to use their EBT, so everybody thought it was because of the government shutdown.
Oh, wow.
It was about to get real then, boy. If people couldn't get that EBT?
The Senate is meeting today at 2, so hopefully there'll be some resolution. There's a lot of people that are working and not getting paid, a lot of people that aren't working at all because of the government shutdown. So, you know, it really does suck for people that are suffering right now in this time.
Also, what's going on with Adrian Peterson?
Adrian Peterson, he plays for the Minnesota Vikings. He just found out that he was the father of a 2-year-old boy in South Dakota, and he met him for the first time Thursday while the boy was on life support. Now, roughly 2 to 3 months ago, the mother of his child had a paternity test done with an ex she thought was the father. Turns out it wasn't him, and it was Adrian Peterson. He was first informed about the matter. He didn't question it. He said, "What can I do to help the situation?" He was actually planning to go out and meet his son later this month, but he had to drop everything that he was doing when he found out about the attack on his 2-year-old, and he flew out there. And he tweeted out, you know, that he's thankful for the tweets, phone calls, and text messages from his fellow players. But the young child was beaten severely by 27-year-old Joseph Patterson, who was dating the mother of the child. And he was on life support, but they actually had to take him off of life support because his condition was not improving. And Patterson has been charged with assault and battery of an infant. That looks like it's going to be elevated to murder. This poor, young, innocent 2-year-old boy.
It should be. Beat that kid that crazy.
Yeah, man.
Did anybody else cry when they heard this story? It's so sad.
Yeah, I never like to hear stories about kids.
It was so sad.
kids are defenseless, man. How you do that to a 2-year-old child? Like, what does a 2-year-old child do to you to cause a grown man to want to beat him?
You can tell he
listen,
probably
this
had no
guy is
patience.
disgusting. I mean, he actually, has been charged with aggravated assault and all kinds of things in the past. He has a history of domestic violence.
He probably uses violence to solve his problems, and you can tell he has no patience. And when a kid did what he wanted to do, I guess cry, whatever he did, he just took it out on the kid, which is horrible. And
yeah, I mean, you know
should
what?
definitely get
To be
sit
honest,
in jail for the rest of his life.
Just last year, he beat and choked his ex-girlfriend and left severe bruises on her 3-year-old son.
That's crazy.
Well, your butthole will never be the same, young man. You know what they do to guys like you in prison?
It's a wrap for that guy.
They should wear it out.
Listen, he's community prison boxing.
They should put him with the booty goons in there.
I'm still trying to figure out where did Adrian Peterson meet a chick from South Dakota, though. Like, I don't know anybody from North or South
People
Dakota.
from South Dakota must travel, Charlamagne.
Yeah, because there's no football team in South Dakota. I can understand if you was on the road,
Oh,
you
my
was playing,
goodness.
the South Dakota Scavengers or something, and you got some roadkill on the road.
Oh, my goodness.
How do you just meet a random chick from South Dakota?
Well, that is the least important part of the story.
Is bad chick in South Dakota? I need to see a picture of this.
I've never been to South Dakota.
Completely irrelevant.
All right, and that's telling you what's going on in a little bit of front page news. Now, when we come back, we have the decision. Now, the decision is when people come up here and they express their feelings, we try to help them out, or
No, we don't. We try to hurt their feelings. We try to make it as ratchet as possible for ratings purposes.
Okay, we do sometimes, but today let's help somebody out, okay?
Yes,
All
I
right.
agree.
All right, let's do that. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Decision next.
Can't get enough of the Breakfast Club? Check out this rewind.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, good morning to our family, of course, in Norfolk, Virginia, 103 Jams. Good morning. Milwaukee, what's up? V100.7. Birmingham, Alabama, 104.1 The Beat. And Tucson, Arizona, 98.3.
Hey.
The Breakfast Club is syndicated now.
Yeah, of course, our New York, New Jersey, Connecticut Power family.
New York, New Jersey, you got to share us with the rest of the country now, baby.
Now, the question is, if your spouse, your wife, your husband, became a crackhead with smoking crack, would you stay? Now, Angela Yee says she's out.
Yeah, I don't think I could deal with that. That's a lot.
I mean,
but you know what? Especially if you keep on trying to get them help and they
you
don't.
just don't give up on a family member. You just don't give up on your spouse, though. That's how I
agree
feel.
with that. I absolutely agree.
Now, let's go to the
I
phone
really want
lines.
to live with a crackhead.
I mean, I can understand it'd be hard to be a crackhead husband or crackhead wife. Shout out to Khloe Kardashian.
But, I mean, you never give up on a family member. You're not supposed to.
That could be a new reality show on VH1, Crackhead Wives.
Shut up, yo.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, that would
You
be
know how
a
many
good
fights there'd be?
But not for nothing. Who would be the cast?
Khloe
No,
Kardashian.
stop.
What?
Okay.
Who else smoke crack? I don't know.
Yeah, we can do a casting though. We make these people into stars.
I'm sure there's some people out there smoking crack on the low that we don't know about.
They want to be famous.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We got Carter on the line. Now, Carter, would you stay with someone that was a crackhead or smoking crack?
Oh, man, you got to hold it down. It depends. She can start taking stuff out the house and selling it. Like, where the TV go back?
Exactly, man.
You know what I'm saying? Take the car in the middle of the night, come back on foot. Like, no way this is happening. You know what I'm saying?
Where's my VCR?
But would you still have the VCR, Yee?
What am I moving?
It's 2013.
You still got
It's
a
also
VCR?
crack, okay? If you eat smoking crack, you definitely got a VCR.
Oh, my goodness. Hello, who's this?
Cheese.
Cheese. If your wife was a crackhead, would you stay?
I'm kind of on the other side of that. I used to be a crackhead, but now I got 9 years recovery, and my wife stayed with me.
Oh, that's what's up. I appreciate it, man.
Now, how bad of a crackhead? Like, pawning
bad?
stuff, stealing stuff?
I was going in, man. I was having everything must-go sales and everything else, bro.
Did you ever suck D for crack?
Nah, that ain't happening, bro. Stop that, man. Stop that, man.
All right, bro.
Man.
Hey, I would love to talk to your wife. I would love to see how a former crackhead's wife, what story she
How she
has.
copes.
Man.
I had three relapses with her, and she's still suffering.
Is your wife there?
Nah, it's just dropped her off at work. She loved me. I love my wife.
Well, congratulations, man. Hello, who's this?
It's,
If your wife was a crackhead, would you stay?
we just got together. Hell no. We've been in it for a minute, man. Yeah, I believe in working it out. And if I'm doing more than she's doing, then I'm going to have to let her scoop.
Man, them vows say till death do us part through rich or poor. They don't say
Hypnotized, Notorious B.I.G. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. It's the Breakfast Club. It's Monday. And you know what that means, guys?
it's Home Appreciation
No,
Day.
no.
That's
It means
Friday.
it's the decision.
Oh.
It's the decision. And we do
That's
this each
right.
and every Monday. That's where we either help somebody or we hurt them.
Katrina's here this morning. Now, Katrina, what's the issue?
I'm having this problem with my mother, right? My mother found Jesus a long time ago, right?
I know he was
I mean,
lost.
Jesus ain't never been lost. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she found Jesus and then lost me, okay? Because I had to find something else to do because I became like nothing in her life, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, cool, I'm cool with that. So, I realized, I got skills, I got talent. And I went out to find my own way. So I became.
That's where we know Katrina from.
That's where you know her from.
You a stripper?
And I met her through
I'm
you.
a stripper. I like to think of myself as a artist, but a stripper.
Yeah, you're pretty
Stripper
good too.
artist.
Actually, when I saw you, I was like, "Oh, that girl's good." And Envy said, "Oh, that's Katrina."
I wonder what her thong was showing.
Yeah.
And the little high jeans you got on.
I know
right
how to
now.
work the pole. So
All right, so I assume that your mom does not approve because she's found Jesus and
Yes.
you are a stripper.
Yes, she has found Jesus, and I decided that I would tell her what's up because I think she thinks I'm a bartender and doing all this stuff, but
Why does she think that?
well, I
told
just
her
told her that I worked in a place where I do customer service and I work with people. I work in a bar, so
That's kind of true. That's not a lie.
it's customer service.
Yeah, you service the
I'm
customers.
Still doing customer service, but what happened was the deacon came to my place where I was working.
The deacon was there?
Well, I was giving him a lap dance, and I didn't realize till afterwards.
So you think your
that
mom's going to find out from the
he-
deacon?
he gon-
Well, the deacon's not
he
going to
gon-
mention
Yeah,
where
the
he
deacon,
was.
the deacon don't want nobody to know he was in the strip club.
That could be your secret.
Well, I don't know.
That's
about
like the
all that.
confessional booth, a strip club for a deacon.
Yeah, but
Can't
I
tell
don't
what
think he
happened in there.
recognized. Well, I think he recognized me.
Right.
How you don't recognize a girl you probably baptized when she was 2? Oh, dirty ass.
All right,
deacon.
so
He
today
recognized me, and then he was saying, I was here to save people and all that. That's what he gonna.
he said he was in a safe
Okay.
people.
That's
All
what he
right.
gonna say.
So
I
let me ask you a
decided,
question. So what put you on that pole? Like,
Envy.
what?
You guys can talk
the
offline.
pole was calling my name,
You ain't had
and
no
so was
father
the
either.
money. Actually, the money was calling
You ain't
my
grew up with
name.
no father, did you?
Well, he died, but when I was little, so I didn't really have a father.
Yeah,
but
I know.
All
Black
right.
girl love.
That's
So
why I
you-
gotta stay
you
in my
decided
daughter's life.
you want to tell your mom the truth, though.
yeah, I want to just get it out. I want her to appreciate me as an art. I'm a dancer. I'm an artist.
You'll be surprised that you think your mom ain't never popped that coochie for a goon.
All right, stop it.
How you
All
think
right,
you
well-
got here?
Well, my mother had a past.
I know.
She had a past.
That's why
She
she's
was
saved
wild.
now.
She was wild, but
All right.
now she's saved, and she act like she don't know nobody. She
All
can't
right.
talk to me no
well,
more.
we got
so.
Bambi in here. When we come back, we're gonna speak. Katrina.
Bambi!
Sorry, Katrina. When we come back, we're gonna get her mother in here, and you're gonna tell your mother that you're a stripper
Yep.
and that you be working the clubs.
Yep.
All right. When we
No.
come back, it's Power Trip J. Cole. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. I would love more. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now we have Miss Rogers here. Now Miss Rogers is joining us today. She's part of the decision. Now Miss Rogers,
Yes.
you're sitting next to your lovely daughter Bambi.
Bambi.
Her name is Katrina.
name is-
Stop calling her that.
That's my name.
What's your name?
It's Katrina to you, Bambi to others.
Bambi to
Right into it.
them dudes that be in them clubs.
Katrina, maybe you should ease your mom into this a little bit.
Too late now.
Your name? What do you mean?
Anybody got time for ease?
You're here because I have something to tell you.
Okay.
Okay. I am known as Bambi to certain other people
What's that?
that you don't really hang around with, and I decided today would be the day I would tell you who those people are.
Well, she hangs out with the deacon.
Oh,
Yes, the deacon. He's one of the people. He's one of my fans, apparently. See, I have fans. I got all these
Well,
fans,
Katrina,
right?
you've been singing in the church all your life, so
Who cares? She ain't singing
Well,
in the church no more.
I got other skills. I got other skills. I work
Okay,
outside
you
of
told
the
me
church.
that you was
I work
working
out
at
of the church.
customer service at the bar.
She's
Mama
not
Rogers.
even
I'm doing
customer
customer
service.
service at a different type of bar.
Mama Rogers, you know what twerking is?
No, I've never.
What
heard
about
of-
making it clap?
What about pee popping on a
When
handstand?
they clap in the church, when they baptize the folk, we always clap inside the church.
Really?
Well,
They have
and-
fat
and
asses on that altar?
Out of respect,
Wait.
I'd appreciate it if you call me evangelist.
Evangelist?
Hello,
Diane
evangelist.
Ross.
Sorry,
I
Okay, so
appreciate that.
I kind of do what you do, but instead of an
No,
altar,
you an evangelist?
No,
You
But
definitely don't do
I-
what your mom does. Stop
You
it. Just-
definitely don't do what I do.
just be clean.
You have to be
All right,
ordained.
Let me
to
tell
do
you what I do. My skills are not in the church. They're outside of the church. They're in a big room with a lot of people that come. And there's
audience.
a pole. And
Man,
there's
just
a
talk.
pole.
Tell your mama straight up and stop beating around the burning
Mama,
bush.
All right, chill.
You beating around the burning bush.
I'm beating around the burning bush. Mama, I'm a stripper. That's what I do. I don't work in a bar.
Miss Rogers, you all right?
Twerking means shaking that ass. Ass clapping means making her ass
Oh,
clap.
stop it. Y'all, she done made her mother cry. Stop
Lord have mercy.
And pee popping on a handstand means that she's upside
it's
down.
Okay.
Oh,
Listen,
Lord
it's
have
okay.
mercy.
I'm happy.
Jesus,
I am
everybody-
happy.
Wait a minute. Listen, child. Now, your daddy, he fought long and hard for you to do what you do.
Medea, come on now.
No, please, just don't talk right now. I didn't even want to come here this morning. The Bible tells you that you don't know that your Bible is the temple of the Holy Spirit who lives in you and was given to you by God.
Yeah, and the Bible...
And that your body does not belong to yourself. 1 Corinthians 6:19.
She carried the Bible with
Yeah,
her.
and the Bible always says, also says, judge not lest ye be judged.
And God also told Noah that he was about to make it rain.
You are showing your
being
body. That is your
truthful.
temple. Do you know that every time
That's right,
that you show your body to someone who is undeserving to see your body, that the wages of sin is death.
Honey,
But
baby.
the gift of God is eternal life in Christ Jesus for you.
Amen.
That's Romans 6:23.
Well, Miss Rogers, this is your daughter, though, and she has been doing this for a while. So what do you think you can do now? Because, I mean...
No, that's not my daughter. No.
Wait.
Tell
Wait
us,
a
Rogers.
minute. Wait a
Katrina,
minute.
tell her that the deacon of her church was in the strip club.
Because I'm happy.
Tell me, you know Deacon Charles? You know Deacon Charles?
Deacon Charles.
Because I'm free.
Well, you ain't gonna be happy about
His
that.
eye is on the sparrow. And I know.
Tell him what you know.
He watches
Hey,
over sheep.
Miss
That's
Rogers,
not my
Miss Rogers.
daughter.
Well,
Sunday
Miss
was
Rogers, she
yesterday.
did feel like you've been neglecting her for the church and everything. She said ever since you've been saved and you had a pastor of your own.
The Lord comes
You
first.
found
He said,
Jesus.
forsake all others.
What about
That's
Deacon
when
Charles?
when you find the Lord, that's exactly
But do you
anybody.
think that perhaps-
Wait a
She's
minute.
old enough to make decisions for herself.
Wait a minute.
And I see
Let me
that she
tell you
brought me
something.
all
Let
the
me
way
tell you
here
something.
to embarrass me. I am an evangelist in the church.
See, you don't listen to your daughter,
like
Miss
I'm
Rogers.
Never
I'm
listened to
listening.
me.
That's why she's scripting out,
She
because
would
you
go
don't
to
listen.
church. She would be church all night long.
That's
would leave
right.
me home by myself.
Praise the Lord.
With the Bible.
And
by myself.
amen.
And she would be gone all night long.
That's right, amen.
You know what? At least when I get up on stage and strip, people tell me I'm beautiful. You never told me
I've been
I was
telling
beautiful.
you was beautiful since you was
Never.
born.
You was
Don't
saying
you come in
you
here and lie like that.
flat-chested,
Don't you come
you
and I
fat,
snatch them
you
locks
need to
out your
comb your
head,
nappy
child.
hair. That's
Don't
what you
you
used to
come
say
up
to me
and let
all
me
the
tell you
time.
something.
Oh, my
The
gosh.
Bible tells you to train up the child that the way that they should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Proverbs 22:6.
Well,
You
Miss Rogers-
honor your father and your mother
What
so that
about-
your days will be long.
What
But
about-
Miss
What
Rogers,
about
you know
your
the
child?
deacon was also in the strip club too, and that's why she felt she had to tell you because the deacon
Which
was...
deacon?
Deacon
She
Charles.
gave the deacon a lap dance, dog.
The one you be
I don't
staying,
believe that. Deacon
having
Charles
coffee
goes
with
out
late at
on,
night.
on missions, and he
Well,
goes
that's
to
what
the
it is.
missions.
He went
and
out on a
goes
mission
to try
night.
to save those like Katrina or Bambi or whatever the heck her
Charlamagne be
name
on them
is.
same missions
Just-
trying to save these girls.
I be going to the
Yeah,
strip
I
club with a
saved him.
Bible.
Stop being
He's
disrespectful.
so
No,
disrespectful.
but let her talk
Listen.
because you know what? I'm
What
listening
kind of
because Miss
name is
Rogers is
Charlamagne?
spitting
I don't know.
knowledge. Miss Rogers, you continue on because you know what? I don't want my daughter on the pole, and maybe you're doing something wrong that I don't want to do. So tell the people
But
how
Envy,
your
you
daughter
are a
on the pole.
hypocrite. You be in the strip clubs all the time. You the one that introduced us all to her.
There you go.
I
Now,
work.
let the
Right,
church
Okay,
say
she works there too, Envy.
Let the church say
She works
amen.
there too.
I don't let the people see my temple.
But see,
What?
she don't never talk to me.
I do talk
No,
to you.
you don't.
Listen,
You talk at me.
Y'all need to talk with each other, and you got to do that offline because it ain't helping with these guys.
Now, evangelist,
Yes.
Can you leave us with a prayer?
evangelist. Oh, yes. Oh, Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Put those hands together. Come on. Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want.
I want a number
Oh,
two
Jesus
with
is
cheese,
on the
double
main
burger,
line. Tell him what you want. You just call him up and tell him, yeah. Call him up and tell him. Call him up and tell him what you want.
All right. I never liked that song.
Let me do a little twerk
oh,
today.
stop it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
And Jesus ain't got no
Do a
phone
little
number.
twerking.
Yes.
VSOP, K. Michelle, it's DJ MB, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get into the rumors. Kanye West, he talks to paparazzi, and it's a little different.
Listen up.
It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
So Kanye West, he's finally getting it, and he was talking to the paparazzi. He was actually at the gas station filling up his Lambo, and he was explaining to the paparazzi why he went off on the photographer Daniel Ramos because Danielle antagonized him.
Like, what I didn't get to say on Jimmy Kimmel, that's the day I found out that my grandfather was not going to make it. But when I'm coming out the airport, because, you know, it's Kanye, whatever, we're going to with him, we're going to antagonize him. I'm going through I'm trying to have a business call, blah, blah, blah. I know you guys are going to photograph me. I know it makes a cool photo. I got a cool-ass car and shit. You know, I got a dope-ass outfit on. It's all good.
Now, see, that's what I always say. Nobody can make you angry without your consent. You see, when you change your approach towards paparazzi, they change your approach towards you, Kanye. How hard was that?
He also goes on to say that he's scared that his daughter's going to have to deal with all that media frenzy, and he even said, we're in this together.
Listen, yes, your daughter's going to have to deal with that media frenzy. You know why? Because your daughter's mother is Kim Kardashian. Probably the biggest hoe we've seen in the 21st century. This is the 21st century, right?
Anyway, let's move on and let's talk about the game. Now, apparently, he has a new deal. He actually has signed on with Cash Money Records. What do you think about that?
So Interscope let him go? Because we signed Interscope. So
yeah,
Interscope...
he recently left Interscope. He put on, he said, time to close the door on these N-words. Rich Game.
Well, Game always creates great albums. I guess Cash Money will give him more promotion and marketing for his albums.
Mm-hmm.
So Tyga did present Game with the YMCMB chain.
No, I don't want to see it. No, I don't want to see that. Game, I don't want to see that.
Not Birdman?
I definitely will enjoy Game putting out music through Cash Money, but I do not want to see him being presented with a chain by Tyga.
I guess they had a show together. They're both from the West Coast, so...
No. Nope.
I anoint you Cash Money.
No.
All right, Justin Bieber got into his altercation in South Korea. Apparently, he went in the DJ booth and muscled his way in. Our guy Ben Baller was hosting the party, and he told the DJ to play some hip-hop music. And the DJ told Justin to F off.
F off.
And put some clothes on, because Justin Bieber had his shirt off.
That's funny.
You want to be topless in the club, you little hoe?
So they're saying there was a little bit of a scuffle and things did get squashed, and Justin Bieber ended up getting on the turntables once the DJ Michael Woods left. And you know DJs hate when you go up and tell them what to play, right, Envy?
Absolutely.
If you go up to the DJ booth, hey, can you play some reggae? They're like, man, get out of here.
All right, JB, you old enough to get jumped now.
All right, that is your rumor report. I'm Angela Yee.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Up next, Charlamagne Donkey today.
Yes, and it's going to my guy, Tyler, the Creator.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Donkey today doesn't discriminate. Tyler, the Creator, we'd like to have a word with you. Come to the front of the congregation, please, sir.
All right, we'll get into that after the hour. Don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
I was born a donkey.
It's the Donkey of the Day.
That's time for the donkey of the day. That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil.
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Monday, October 14th goes to Tyler, the Creator of Our Future. Now, I like this guy. I really do. Never met him, but I appreciate the fact that he gives 0 Fs. Plus, he's a dope MC. One of his favorite verses of mine is off the Game's Martian versus Goblin record off the Red album. But the Donkey of the Day doesn't discriminate. Anybody can get it. And Tyler, the Creator, had a show in Los Angeles. I guess this was over the weekend. And the show was over capacity. Fans was acting unruly outside the venue. So LAPD allowed Tyler, the Creator, to get on their megaphone and address the crowd. And let me paint the picture for you if you haven't seen the video on worldstarhiphop.com. Tyler, the Creator, is standing in the door of a LAPD patrol car, surrounded by LAPD, helicopters flying around, standing right next to the police. And this is how he addressed the crowd.
I'm sorry all you guys could not get in. I'm going to figure this out, but y'all already know how Los Angeles cops are. They're ass, to be honest. Baby!
Yes. That muffled sound at the end is the police snatching the mic away from Tyler, the Creator, after he called them a-holes. Now, I applaud you, Tyler, the Creator, for this very ballsy move, but is you out of your devil damn mind? Those LAPD will beat your ass and kill you where you stand. You could have asked that unruly crowd to leave nicely on the LAPD's megaphone and then tweeted that the LAPD were asses. But to do that in the midst of them, you looking to be the 2013 Rodney King. You don't want to be the 2013 can't we all just get along ass guy. Not to mention you better never, ever drive in LA again. You are flagged now. They're going to pull you over for any and everything. You're getting stopped and frisked every chance they get. If you ride a skateboard through LA, they're going to pull you over. Not to mention, they're probably going to come to your shows and harass the hell out of your fans now. Listen, Tyler, the Creator, choose and fight your battles wisely. This is something you will learn as you grow. And after one of the biggest gangs in America, the LAPD roughs you up a little bit. Give Tyler, the Creator, the biggest hee-haw.
All right.
I respect it. I just
Oh, you
wouldn't
do?
it. I wouldn't do it.
You respect it.
Okay. All right, well, thank you, Charlamagne, for Donkey of the Day. Now, when we come back, we got to talk about Adrian Peterson. Now, he plays for the Minnesota Vikings. If you don't know what happened, we'll explain. And if you do know what happens, this is the question. Should Adrian Peterson have played yesterday, or was it a bad look? We'll explain everything when we come back. Don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's Crooked Smile. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ MB, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Taking your phone calls right now. 800-585-1051. We're talking about Adrian Peterson. Now, his son was killed over the weekend, and people are upset that he played football this Sunday. What do you think? Should Adrian Peterson have played yesterday, or was it a bad look? We'll explain the whole story when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MB, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, Adrian Peterson, his son, was killed over the weekend. Now, explain the story. What happened, Yee?
Yes, well, apparently he had just found out that he has a 2-year-old son, and he hadn't made the trip to go see him, but his child's mother had actually had a paternity test with another person, found out that wasn't the dad, and then said Adrian Peterson was the dad. So apparently she was dating a guy who ended up beating her son to death, and that was also Adrian Peterson's son.
Right. Now, a lot of people are upset with that because his son did die, and he played Sunday. He plays for the Minnesota Vikings, and people are mad that he played. What do you guys think?
Well, first of all, Adrian Peterson didn't really know the young boy. First time he met him was Thursday in the hospital, so he didn't have any emotional attachment to him. But even if he did, it doesn't bother me. How you going to tell somebody how they should deal with death? Some people grieve differently. Some people don't want to sit around and be sad. They want to go live life. And just because they choose to go to work doesn't mean they don't care. Being preoccupied helps some people cope with the situation.
I think because there was no attachment. There's no emotional attachment. But I believe if that was his son that everybody was posting pictures of, that wasn't the kid that died, I think he would have missed the game. Because I don't think he would be focused on playing. He would be focusing on that kid too much. And since there was no emotional attachment, it's kind of like, yeah, that's my son, but I really don't have that connection with him.
Well, I mean, connection or not, he gave an explanation for why he played. And he said that he wanted to go and do that. And he said his son was going to have the best welcoming party in heaven.
And like I said, some people don't want to just sit around and be sad, man. They want to go to work, keep things moving.
But there's no memories to reminisce about. Like, there's nothing to think about. It's not, remember when you first started walking, or you threw the bottle at me, or, we played football. There's no memories.
But do you know how depressing that is, that you had a 2-year-old son out there who you never even had a chance to spend some time with? He said God wants good to come from it. And that has to be an awful feeling, too. You have those regrets like, man, I wish I would have known earlier. I wish I could have had, maybe things would have been different if I would have been, you have those thoughts in your head. I'm sure, emotional attachment or not, that's still your flesh and blood.
Still in all, but there's still no attachment. I mean, yeah, you can say that, but there's no memories. There's no way of feeling that, like, I remember looking up at the kid, or I remember looking up at my son. There is no memories.
Yeah, but those memories could also fuel you to have some of the best games of your life.
Right, well, let's go to the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We have Monica on the line. Now, Monica, do you think Adrian Peterson should have played yesterday, or was it a bad look?
I just think that he had no emotional attachment to the little boy because he met him personally until he was in hospital. Had it been the child he had with his wife, I think it would be a different story.
So you think he should have played? You think he was right in playing?
No, I think that he was dead wrong.
Okay, thank you, Mama.
I'm going to tell somebody they wrong for how they choose to grieve.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up? It's Rory, man.
What's going on? We're talking about Adrian Peters. You think he should have played on Sunday?
Definitely should have played. He dedicated the game to his son. I think the more he does the things he loves, bring away from the pain from losing his son.
Absolutely.
Thank you, bro. Fantasia, good morning. Do you think Adrian Peterson should have played Sunday?
No, he shouldn't have played. It made him look like he didn't care.
That don't make you look like you don't care. First of all, he didn't have no emotional attachment to the kid because he didn't really know the boy. But
that doesn't matter. It's still his son.
That don't make you feel like you don't care just because you choose to grieve differently.
I mean, he gave an explanation for why he did play. So
some people don't want to sit around and be sad. Some people want to go out there and keep life moving.
800-585-1051. Should Adrian Peterson have played yesterday, or was it a bad look? Call us right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Yes, team. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, taking your calls, 800-585-1051. We're talking about Adrian Peterson. Now, explain what happened right fast.
Well, Adrian Peterson recently learned he was the father of a 2-year-old boy that was in South Dakota. And the mother of the child actually was dating a man who ended up beating the child very badly and killing him. And so Adrian Peterson made that trip. The first time he met his son was on Thursday while his son was in critical condition, and they had to take him off life support. So he only met his son while he was on life support, and it was a very unfortunate, very sad incident. The mother's boyfriend is being charged probably with murder at this point. He's being held on $750,000 bond.
And people giving Adrian Peterson flack for playing yesterday. Like, everybody grieves differently, man. Some people do things because it preoccupies their mind and they want to get their mind off of what they're going through. Brett Favre did it. When his father died, he played a day after his father died and had one of the best games of his career.
Right.
And then who else? Didn't Torrey Smith's brother die last year? He played right after and had a great game. Like, some people grieve differently, man.
You know what? I agree. I just think there's no emotional connection. That's what we were talking about earlier. If he knew the kid and had memories, I think he could relive it. And since he doesn't, it's kind of like, not to say it's a stranger, but it's kind of like a stranger. It's his son, but he doesn't know his son.
I agree with that, but even if he did probably know his son, he probably would still play. He's an athlete. That's why athletes get their mind on things. I just gave you 2 great examples of people that I know they had emotional attachments to.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We got Mike on the line now. Should Adrian Peterson have played yesterday, or was it a bad look, Mike?
Yeah, I think he should have played because that's his way of getting around it, because it's a rough part about losing a family member. I can imagine how he is feeling losing a child.
Absolutely.
That's probably going to haunt him for the rest of his life.
All right, thank you. Hello, who's this?
Dashika.
Good morning. You think Adrian Peterson should have played on Sunday?
I think that everyone grieves in different ways, and due to the fact that the media already, they said that his son that he acknowledges, and versus another son that just came out in a paternity suit, I guess, recently, you don't know how he's dealing with that situation. So part of me says that, maybe to stand by the child's mother, he could have been, supportive towards her, but you don't know how he's grieving. So maybe he needed to play, and that's how he's dealing with it.
All right, thank you, Mama. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Tangela. How you doing?
Pretty good. You think Adrian Peterson should have played on Sunday?
I think he should have. I think everyone has to realize that he had a traumatic experience, and it's not because he didn't care about his son. I think he wanted to get his mind off of this situation, so I really think that's the reason why he played.
And he also tweeted out, he said, God wants good to come from it, and he said, we mourn and grieve, but haven't had the baddest welcoming party for my son. That knowledge gives me peace.
All right. Well, yeah, we got rumors coming up.
And yes, we are going to talk about Jermaine Jackson now. He had some things to say about Dr. Conrad Murray. And I didn't know this, but Conrad Murray is getting out of jail this month. I'll tell you what Jermaine Jackson said.
All right, we'll get into it next. Don't go anywhere. And here's Flashing Lights, Kanye West.
Can't get enough of the Breakfast Club? Check out this rewind.
Good morning. We have Big Sean in the building. Charlamagne.
How do you feel about your mama house, man?
Like a real nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Was that the moment you realized, like, damn, I done made it?
That was on my bucket list. We grew up in that 2-family flat in the hood right off 6 Mile on North Line. So that was one of my lifelong goals. So to do that at 25, it's not the biggest house. It ain't nothing like that, because she was like, yo, if I end up being alone, I don't want to be in this big house by myself. So it's just big enough.
Well, let her get a boyfriend, Sean.
I wanted her to have a boyfriend. My mom beautiful too, man. It's just, I don't know. I ain't involved in that part, but my grandma there right now.
Wait, what you like?
Don't talk to his mom. You talk to his mom.
I had a number in my phone.
You trying to holler at Big Sean?
I didn't say all that.
You dirtbag, you perv. This guy's a perv. You gotta watch this guy.
He's a scumbag. Yes.
So how did you and Nia meet? Because I was, we saw you guys on the red carpet. It was kind of like official at that point. What made you decide, okay, now
it really wasn't official. Was it official then?
It had to be. I was booed up on the red carpet.
It looked official. I heard that she thought I was, I don't know, cute or whatever.
Right.
You know
She
what
probably heard you bragging about the size of your penis and everything.
No.
She sent you a DM.
No. This what happened. So I heard about that, right? And then I saw her follow me on Twitter.
There you go.
And then my assistant was like, yo, she followed you on Twitter, did blah, 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 explain. Because I didn't look at Glee like that. I was familiar with it, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? So
Let me go watch these old
she
episodes
fine
of
as
Glee.
hell. Yeah.
You sent her a DM.
So I sent her a DM.
I've been there, done that. That's my MO, baby.
So he was kicking it. Then we was like, yo, let's, go to dinner. You know what I'm saying? Went to dinner. And when I was with dinner, I was like, damn, this girl, she cool as hell. Not even on no Hollywood stuff. Like, aside from all that, just when you connect with somebody, y'all have a good-ass time. It's like, all right, we're going to keep it, see what's up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep hanging out. She was cool as hell, and as time went further, I was like, damn, man, this is how it's supposed to be when you with a girl you like. They not supposed to add stress to you. They supposed to relieve stress.
Right,
They're supposed to, like, do things for you. And honestly, she treat me like a king, man. She treat me the utmost respect. She go out her way for me, and like I appreciate that. If it's 4:30 in the morning, I'm coming home from the studio, she'd be like, yo, you hungry? Like, wake up out of her sleep, make me some pop, like real food, pasta, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Help me, help us.
Just like, what you supposed to do?
I read that she actually called and got recipes from your mom.
Yeah.
To be able to cook certain things for you, like this
she's going all the way in. She calling her mom. She's going all the way in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My grandma had a stroke 10 years ago, but before that, she used to make me a pound cake every day on my birthday. So Naya got the recipe from behind my mom's back, and my mom didn't have a full recipe because she threw out all the recipes, but she kind of remembered it. So Naya like filled it in and like took her time, was up in there sifting flour, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like she made that from scratch. She surprised me with that and was like,
Damn.
yeah, here's it.
How long did it take you to smash?
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MB, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Oh, it's Columbus Day, so 1492 Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
In 1493, Columbus saw all he could see.
Oh, my goodness. All right, let's get into the rumors. Michael Jackson's brother is pissed off.
Listen up.
It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, so the Jackson family did lose to AEG, the booking company, in Michael Jackson's wrongful death trial. And there's some more issues. Conrad Murray, the doctor who is the one that gave the medication that eventually killed Michael Jackson, is scheduled to be released from jail October 28th. This month, he'll be completing his sentence for the involuntary manslaughter of Michael Jackson. Here is what Jermaine Jackson had to say.
We want to make sure the world know how we feel as a family about this verdict. Okay. It's not about the money. This guy is walking free this month. So you kill Michael Jackson, you're out in 2 years. It sucks. We still hurt. We're very strong people, but we're humans.
Listen, Conrad Murray did not kill Michael Jackson, okay? He gave Michael Jackson everything he asked for.
Well, he got 4 years, but it was
What you mean?
It was reduced
He
to
gave him
2
the drugs
years.
he asked for.
He got 4 years in jail, but it was reduced to 2 years because of jail overcrowding. So that's why he's coming home this month. Okay.
That only happens in like L.A.
That happens a
only
lot in
LA. Never in New York. You never hear anybody coming home for overcrowding.
I know Michael in heaven wishing Jermaine would just shut up, though. Please stop speaking on my behalf, Jermaine.
Okay, Love and
Do
Hip Hop.
something about your hair.
Love and Hip Hop LA. There's allegedly a casting for that. Now they already have. This is all alleged. They already have a whole entire series, and I had heard this a while back, and they said that Ray J is actually going to be co-producing it, and he's going to be bringing Young Berg on, and Ray J is going to have his own drama with Tierra Marie and Princess Love, who's the chick that Floyd Mayweather used to date. That was messing with Ray J as well. They're saying that Karrueche is going to be on there.
Hold on. Now, when I gave Karrueche Donkey today, didn't I say if she just shut up and be quiet, she may end up on Love and Hip Hop?
Well, and this is all alleged. We don't know, okay? Now, of course, Tyga and Black China. We've seen them hanging out with Kanye and Kim Kardashian a whole lot lately. And rumor had it that Kim was trying to produce a reality show with them on it. Lola Monroe, who is Wiz Khalifa. You know Lola Monroe. She used to be signed to Taylor Gang.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine Sanders. That's Chris Brown and Young Jeezy's ex-girlfriend. Jazz Prince, who was Christina Milian's boyfriend. So, could be pretty interesting if you...
Sounds good.
Hear this cast. That's pretty star-studded.
Jasmine from the Crib, too. Columbia, South Carolina Metro.
The
dog.
Crib?
Yeah, 803.
You used to mess with her, too?
No.
Oh.
I don't even know her. Well, I know her, but not like that.
All right, Kanye West. Seems like he's had a change of heart with the paparazzi, and now he's chatting them up and being pretty nice and pleasant. Here he is talking to them in the gas station while he fills up his Lambo.
Like, what I didn't get to say on Jimmy Kimmel, that's the day I found out that my grandfather was not going to make it. But when I'm coming out the airport, because, you know, it's Kanye, whatever, we're going to with him, we're going to antagonize him. I'm going through it. I'm trying to have a business call, blah, blah, blah. I know you guys are going to photograph me. I know it makes a cool photo. I got a cool-ass car and shit. You know, I got a dope-ass outfit on. It's all good.
Isn't that nice?
Nobody can make you angry without your consent. You see how when his approach to paparazzi changes, the way paparazzi approaches him changes? You see that?
And congratulations, by the way, to the game. He has officially signed on with Cash Money.
And is that,
no longer in the scope.
That rumor is not true about Tiger presenting him with his chain, right?
He did, because they're both from the West Coast and Tiger.
No, that's disrespectful, okay? Game has put out some classic albums, and he deserves more than just to have his chain presented by Tiger.
You don't think Tiger had classic songs?
Hell no. No, you said, no!
What are you talking about?
Rack City's not classic.
Baby or Wayne should have gave Game his chain.
Absolutely.
Not Tiger. That's like letting Little Twist give Busta Rhymes his chain.
Stop it. Stop it.
Did that happen?
And
No.
that is your rumor report. I'm Angela Yee.
Thank you, Miss Yee. Now, coming up next is the People's Choice Mix. You want to hear something? Hit me up right now. 800-585-1051 at DJ Envy. We'll get your request on. It's Monday. It's Columbus Day. So we'll get your joints on. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club.
Finally!
Uh-oh.
20 years later.
Yeah, here we
Pusha T.
You can't just say I got the album of the year. You can't just say that. He got to say everything that went wrong. Here you go. Well, Pusha T is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Debut album, my name is my name.
It's been an ongoing joke for Charlamagne that your album was never going to come out.
Of course.
First of all, congratulations.
I appreciate that, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
I
First and
appreciate that.
foremost.
But, what are you going to say now?
There's no but.
All right.
No what? There's no but.
There's no
Okay.
but. Album is dope.
This is one album that I've read all positive reviews about, which normally doesn't happen. Usually people are very torn about it. And they say that you're one of the last real gangster rappers around.
I'll say street rappers. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
I'll take that. I like that, actually.
Because, it bothered me when everybody was looking forward to Drake's album and they were saying they were looking...
Stop it.
No, for
Why
real.
is it
Because they was like, they want a soundtrack for cuffing season. I was like, no, I need a soundtrack for hoodie season.
There we
and
go.
That's what
there we go.
Push came with. Is it true that Kanye took you in the studio and said, yo, no radio records?
100%. You weren't allowed to use that type of terminology in the studio. Anybody who came in, and we let everybody come in and hear the music because we was making it. And that was for Yeezus and for My Name Is My Name.
Do you feel out of place, though? Because there is no street rappers. Meek Mill is probably the only street rapper that's
Shout out
active.
to Meek. When it comes to lyric-driven hip-hop and you know what I'm saying, these street lyrics and making these parallels or whatever, it's like, man, I don't think I can be touched at that.
And the beats are pretty phenomenal, too. So.
Man, I got the best produced album. I mean, lyrically, you already know I feel that way, but that's a matter of preference of what you want to hear. But production-wise, you can't see my album.
We talked about Lil Wayne before, and you mentioned his mixtape.
Right.
I always wanted to know, where did that beef ever come from? Like, why don't he don't like you and you don't like him too much?
Wayne stepped on his baby names back in the day.
Stop it. Because,
Nah,
Birdman
man.
was on records with you, and
Right.
I think he even did a record with y'all back in the day.
Yeah, man,
What happened?
Man, you know what? I think and I'm gonna really blame it on social media. Like, I think this was at a time when the whole social media thing and people leaving these comments on the blogs, and people were saying that he was stepping into the lane a long time ago.
So was Mr. Me Too directed at him? Because that's what everybody assumed.
Nah, man, it really wasn't. It's all harmless.
It's
bruh.
not personal. It's about...
Oh, man, it ain't personal at all.
Even when you threw your shot, it was you didn't like his mixtape. But he was Pusha T.
And his fans.
Why are you trying to rile it up?
That's how it goes. That's how
And
it
his
goes, man.
fans.
But like every time every time I put out music, man, every time I put out those verses, I just try to make sure I make, classic records. Like, that's where, like, Exodus comes from. And things like that. And New God Flow. You know what I'm saying? Those verses are like, I don't even want it to be ruined by beef records. Right. I just want it to be like, yo, it's that joint. And a prime example of that is how Kendrick came out with the competitive control verse. And you gotta listen. Sometimes you gotta listen, man. And that's what I think I'm bringing the hip hop, and guys like him, guys like Kendrick are bringing the hip hop, bringing back the listener. Straight up.
Now, this picture with you and Kelly Rowland.
Oh, stop.
Yo,
How you doing
man.
on my woman, dog?
Dog, it won't that. You know what type of? Oh man, it was tough, man.
You was hitting that?
No, man. No. We did a record together. But listen, let me tell you something.
Okay.
We did a record together, right? Funny thing is, I got stranded in Atlanta that day. Wasn't even supposed to be there.
Just happened to end up at her party.
So because I was stranded, I go to the party. I see her. I'm like, yo, let me go over there. What's up? It won't nothing.
It was
sounds
behind her, though.
Listen, don't cause no more problems at home.
Look. He won't get trouble in Virginia, all right?
So you're saying...
Oh, Push guy,
man, Kelly just, nice lady, man.
Oh, you got a situation at home.
Nice lady.
He's saying he was not grinding on her.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
She gotta know. She gotta know your album came out. You deserve to bang another chick.
Oh, stop it.
Man.
You deserve it, Push.
So the album's in stores right now.
You know Pusha T don't be on it like that, okay? I've never seen him do nothing.
You don't think you deserve another chick?
Come on, man.
Your album is in stores.
I know.
Come on, it's a celebration. You don't celebrate with the same old box.
No,
Well,
yes, you do. That's what you're supposed to celebrate with.
Album's in stores right now.
Whoever's been there for you.
Right now, I'm going to kill Charlamagne.
All right, when we come back, we got to talk Kanye. Don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. It's Jay-Z, Holy Grail, Pusha T. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We have Pusha T in the building. Charlamagne?
Now, Pusha, you said J. Cole and The Game were hip-hop chameleons. What do you mean by that?
I don't know if I said that about Cole. I mean, I know why I would say that about Game, because Game just got different styles, like tons of styles. It was a compliment.
Like,
Gotcha.
you know, you're a fire starter, so you probably trying to take it somewhere else.
No, I'm not. Why everybody
Yeah,
think
you
I'm
are,
always
man.
trying to cause
Don't be a
problems,
donkey.
man? I'm just here, happy that your album is out, man.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad to see you, man. You know I'm glad to see you, though.
He couldn't wait to see you. I see
couldn't wait
Pusha
to
T. He
see
was
you
like,
guys,
"Good, Charlamagne. Do you know my album's coming out?"
Listen, all I
come
wanted
out
was
here? You still come out here?
I wanted one or two things to happen: Pusha T album to come out, or him to cut them.
I think he's purposely not cutting his hair because of you.
Of this man.
He would have been cut it.
Listen, his album came out, so I
win now, right?
You won.
Okay. There
Okay.
There we go.
You're prospering.
Did you go to Pharrell's wedding?
No.
Damn it, man.
Wait, it's all over the blogs that he got married.
You don't read the blogs, Push?
Oh.
You act like it ain't no camera. What the hell is wrong with you, Push?
This guy's crazy.
It's been a lot of buzz. You had the album listening session that no one could get into.
That was pretty big.
That was a big deal.
that
When
was
2
the-
Chainz
that was-
and
that was
Pharrell
the-
can't get in.
Yeah, that was bad. I was really upset about that. That was the famous rant. It was good though.
I mean, I know that's your guy and that's
Yeah.
your boss, but don't you think he can be a bit ridiculous at times?
What do you mean? Talk to me.
Especially when it comes like to the paparazzi situation. Nobody can make you angry without your consent. Like sometimes can't you just walk away from the paparazzi? It ain't like they touching you, hitting on your family. He stops and gives them so much attention all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe he just doesn't like them. Some people just don't like people.
Ignore what you don't like.
Oh man, not everybody's that bright. I mean, you come on, look at you. You know that not everybody works like that.
But nobody can make you angry without your consent, though. He lets them piss him
Come
off.
on, Zen Master. I mean, I guess, man.
Zen Master?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I can't really speak for him. I just know that like everybody knows that's his pet peeve. So you know why even
push
toy
those
with
buttons.
We got to get him back on his square, dog.
What do you mean?
You got to get him back on his square.
Did you hear? Listen, he executive produced my album.
Right,
very
I
true.
got the best album.
But how much input did he really have?
Tons. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Listen.
I'll give him all the credit for your album. I knew you couldn't deliver something that good.
Come on, B. He always goes there.
Push
Man,
it album in stores right now.
In stores
Congratulations.
right now, man.
I'm gonna let you go before you stab him.
Believe that.
It's the Breakfast Club. It's Pusha T.
Yeah.
All right, we got the positive note of the day. Up next, don't go anywhere. Here's Chris Brown. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. DJ MB, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God.
Yeah.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Good morning.
I feel like I used to.
In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
And in 1493, Columbus saw all that he could see. Listen, the moral of the story is the Native Americans were here when Columbus got here, okay? So technically, Christopher Columbus didn't discover anything because it was already discovered.
That's not what we learned in school.
Well, it's a lot of things that we learned in school that aren't.
Where'd you go to school
necessarily
again,
true.
Andy?
Which school? I went to St. Joachim in Queens.
Salute to all the Native Americans out there.
What? Okay. All right, Charlamagne.
Oh, I want to say one thing, too. My dog, Andrew Schultz. Guy Code Gang. He has a show that premieres tonight on MTV at 6 p.m. It's called The Hookup.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a...
I got the hookup, like Master P.
I guess it's like a dating show. I don't know. It's like I haven't seen it yet. I think it's like a dating show.
You know what type of show it is?
It's called The Hookup.
It's
It's
a
a game
dating
show.
show.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
dating show. But it comes on tonight at 6 p.m. on MTV. So salute my guy, Andrew Schultz.
Okay.
That's my dog.
Now leave us on a positive note.
Listen, a responsible choice is a choice that creates consequences that you are willing to assume responsibility for. So make responsible choices today, people.
All right.
Breakfast Club, bitches!